Cool, cool. Hello, VOD viewers. Okay, that should be a little bit better for the stream, I hope. Let me tweak some things here. Okay. I think that's good. All right. Oh, man. Much better. All right. Oh, it didn't save my preferences. Okay. I thought that might be the case. Man, how am I that heavy already? Oh, no, I want to hold on to this. Alright, nothing that good on those guys. But I think that was the full list of everyone I needed to kill. Alright. Oh, these guys. Well, that's not concerning at all. I did not know that there was a skull there in the original game. Very interesting. I've played this game for years and never noticed that. That appears to be everything in here. There might be someone I have to talk to here to tell them. But I guess we're not doing it for the ebony mine. Excuse me, Ergola? No, tell me more.
Do you want something from me? Do you want something?
No. I have nothing I need from any of you. I'll walk back to Balmora, though. Because I haven't taken the time to really fill out the map yet. You lady.
What's your story?
Somewhere east of Caldera. We are somewhere east of Caldera. Do I have? Yes, I do. Let's use this one. Yeah. East of Caldera? There's just nothing here, though. forgot. I forgot about this. Now I'm north and not east of Caldera. Damn it. there's 3 of them. Remember correctly, there's a bunch of glass stuff down here.
May I help you? Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Is there one that works better? Is there one that you like better?
Hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
The middle block, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks to the edge. And then the width of the cross, you know, the edge of the
Go ahead, Outlander.
is
What
5.
do you need?
And then, so basically, if you made a square that was
Outlander.
Yeah, I want
9 by
that,
9.
but I can't take him yet.
Masera.
So make a square that's 9 by 9 and then take a 2 by 2 square out from each corner. That's how this is.
Outlander. Is
Like,
there
my
something
fear
I
is that
can do
putting,
for you?
like, it's gonna register it as the, like,
Is there
it's still
something
gonna
I
be
can do for you?
nothing that I need in this one. Might be in here.
Okay, this kind of works. I'm testing it with
Yeah,
the
so I will be needing
I've heard a lot about you,
that
Outlander. Go ahead.
eventually.
feels less
How does...
claustrophobic
What?
than the
You've heard about me? I have zero reputation.
Where is that slave?
And we could always tint it so it's not like clear glass against white.
Huh.
Here, I'll. If you wanna, I don't know how easy it is
Hmm.
to hop between worlds. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a picture, although it's glass.
Do I know you?
Like show up very well. Think about this, because if not, we can always do an alternative. I don't know what the alternative is, but yeah. Okay, so I tried it with like stone walls, and then definitely is claustrophobic. We might be able to do something with like glass with like wood in between them. Six.
I'm listening.
So
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Interesting.
Six, not counting the swift sneak one.
What is this about?
What is it, citizen?
Where's that slave? What is this about? I'm listening. Go ahead.
Interesting spear there.
Will the villagers be floating? Ow, it's nighttime. Run away! Run very fast.
Alright, I think we just follow this Foyata all the way to Balmora, which is going to be really fun. Because, what the heck? Because of all of those. I guess it's good to get these done early. Come on. Come to me. Okay. Guess they'll just follow us for a little while. Coming down yet? No? How about now? How about now? Maybe now. Here it comes. Stupid. What's up?
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Sweet. Why are you using a bow?
Because it's free.
But you're never gonna hit him because it's not one of your skills.
I hit him. I've killed a couple of them that way because they just don't move.
How's your spear build treating you?
Good.
Nice.
I went to Ghost Gate just now.
Yeah.
There are no glass spears at Ghost Gate.
Really? I'm surprised by that.
There's a glass staff, but not a glass spear.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Did you get the staff?
No.
Oh, didn't you take blunt weapon?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do spear for now. Till I get sick of it. So now I'm just walking back to Balmora. Trying not to fuck with this Daedric temple.
What are you doing about Mora?
Fighters Guild. So nothing all that exciting.
You should go get like an artifact spear.
I mean, I can. Isn't there only one of those?
I think there's a couple. I'm not sure though. I've been in the mood to play like a good RPG, but I don't know what to play, and I don't want to play this because I've played it like 1,000 times.
A good RPG that's not this?
Yeah.
Like this style though of Western RPG?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know. My kids are gone for the entire week, so
Oh, nice.
I got nothing to do.
It's kind of a bummer, but it's also nice.
Yeah, I'll miss them. Well, I'm gonna go see them on Wednesday night.
Where are they?
They're up in Wisconsin with in-laws. It's it's my sister-in-law's wedding this weekend,
Oh.
so they're up there early. But I have to work this week, so.
Yep.
I made a sword today.
Oh yeah, just like Josh?
Yeah, except mine doesn't look nearly as good, but it's still functional. You can still hit people with it, so. I think Dave is going to be excited to see that when he gets back.
Yeah, that's cool.
How are your chickens?
They're fine. They are alive, so...
Good. Did you ever get your lawnmower figured out?
I figured out that I need a new lawnmower.
Did you get a new lawnmower?
I'm working on that. Because the one we wanted is out of stock. So we're having to order it, and we don't know how long that wait is going to be.
Why don't you just get something off Craigslist?
Because I don't want something off Craigslist.
Oh, fair enough.
I did the Craigslist thing. Didn't work out so well for me.
Mine's from Craigslist. It's been great.
That was easy. Thought I was supposed to be fighting people in the Fighters Guild. I forget how the Fighters Guild quest ends.
I don't know.
You choose to share your time with me. You humble me.
Did you ever finish Symphony of the Night?
No. I have to go all the way to Saran. I think I can get there on Silt Strider.
This smooth skin wants some.
Oh, there's that racism.
We make a special trip just for you. So you know.
All right. So what are the artifact spears in this game?
I guess there is only one.
Which one is it?
It's called the Spear of Bitter Mercy. Oh, what Sinner's Paradise is this?
It's exactly what it looks like.
Hmm.
It's the House of Earthly Delights. Do you not remember that there's a strip club in this game?
No, I did remember that.
Actually, can you have it flip
Someone's doing
this way?
cocaine in the corner.
It looks like it's like 8 in the morning and you're in a strip club.
Yep.
Hmm.
Respect the RP, man.
You're that kind of character.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is
if
that why
this
you're?
guy's-
Is that why you're so obsessed with your spear? Okay, that's enough.
You know, the one thing I always wish there was more of in Morrowind was sexually explicit messages.
Yeah. Kirkbride just kind of decided to fuck this game with the writing and lore.
Yeah, I mean, literally. Must have been having a dry spell. Because it's kind of rich with it.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay. Give me more orders.
You choose to share your time with me. You humble me.
You ever heard of a game called Record of Lodos War Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth?
No, I've never heard of that.
The game that I kind of want to try to play. I might play it this week, since my kids aren't around.
I have to go take something out of the oven, and then I'll be right back.
I'm actually going to take a quick break too.
Okay. What's up? Hey, Dan. I can't turn the volume any more up. It's all the way up. If you're still there.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome Welcome back.
I think I'm gonna play Star Ocean, I've decided.
What is Star Ocean?
It's an old, like, SNES era sci-fi RPG that's supposed to have a really good story. Something tells me this isn't working.
There we go. Easy mode.
Why'd you kill her?
I have a bounty for her,
Oh, nice.
and her house is now mine. Apparently someone at Fort Moonmoth is looking for me. I don't remember this quest line ever happening.
Oh, apparently it's a long-running series. How have I never heard of this before?
What's it about?
I don't know. I've never played it. I just know it's a sci-fi RPG story that's supposed to be good.
Is it a JRPG or a Western RPG?
It's J.
Yeah.
What's another good Western RPG?
Fallout, like the old PC game version.
Yeah, I don't really like Fallout though.
Western RPGs. I mean, I think it's Fallout and Elder Scrolls. It's kind of a dead genre. Which is a shame, because they're really good.
Apparently Star Ocean is on Switch.
Okay, can you do a Google for me?
Sure.
So I'm talking to this Larius Varo guy in Fort Moonmoth. He says, I've got work for you if you're interested in. And there's no way to, like, he won't tell me what this work is.
ahead.
Oh yeah, here we go. I got it.
Okay.
I tried to talk to him a second time. Okay, so someone is embezzling money. I have to go murder 5 people for this guy.
Do I want to play the original version of Star Ocean, or do I want to play the Switch version, which is like it's like a sprites in a 3D environment art style? It's kind of interesting, but I don't know. Here we go.
I hate that look. The sprites in the 3D environment look.
There's times when I don't hate it.
You're talking like the Octopath Traveler look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very, very ugly.
I'm trying to think of a time, like a game besides Octopath that has that.
It's like the most hipster art style you can choose.
There's some older Pokemon games that have that style. Like Black and White had that style. I'm so disappointed because the new Pokemon game looks like total garbage.
Aw, a bad series put out a bad game?
Yeah, well, they've had 2 stinkers in a row now. So I was hoping this would be somewhat of a redeeming game, but does not look good in any capacity.
I need to get some salt.
In game or in real life?
No, in real life. I'm eating a pasty right now. It needs some salt.
Beyond measure out
Are those legal in Indiana?
No, I smuggled them from the Upper Peninsula.
There's a dude in our farmer's market here who sells the best curry pasty. The best pasty, but he does it with curry, and it's amazing. I've never had anything better.
called me an N-word.
What does he have? Oh, an axe.
Yep. Dwemer axe.
You're dead.
Nah, I'm not.
You Inma.
What a good game this is. Oh, this got hairy. Alright, well, time for this.
Why did they all come after you?
Come on, come on, come on. This is stupid.
You deserved that.
Okay, well, why did it put me behind them when I opened the door?
Did you want it to put you inside of them?
No, they should have put me in front of them.
Emulators on PC are so much worse than Mac.
Why is that?
Because the Mac emulator system, like, I literally download a ROM and drag and drop it on there and it just works. With the PC one, I have to, like, find the system folder, I have to extract out the right files into there, and then I have to, you know, register it to the system, and then I have to install the freaking emulator. And it's just such a pain.
It is the pain. You're not wrong. So, I went shopping tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like snickerdoodles?
They're okay.
I found out that Little Debbie makes a snickerdoodle cream pie. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, nice.
I bought them, obviously, to try them.
Yeah.
Do I know you?
No, you don't, but you're about to. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to use these up. Alright. Gotta make you mad at me. Attack.
You in my
There's just, oh man. For emulators, I wish I still had my iMac. Emulators on this computer are such a pain in the ass. Okay. I got Star Ocean pulled up, and I'm not gonna lie, this game looks badass already.
Well, I just died to this dumb quest again.
Nice. Could you tell?
I think maybe I'll save it for later.
Are you having trouble fighting people in the Fighters Guild?
It's not a Fighters Guild quest. It's just a random guy who wants me to
Also, baby
do work for him. And you know what? I frankly don't care.
What level are you?
3.
Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. So have you killed Dagoth yet?
Oh my gosh.
What can I help you with?
I want you to go play Tribunal.
Well, give me a minute. I gotta go kill Dagoth, and then I gotta go do Soul Slime, and then I gotta go play Tribunal.
You're never gonna get to Tribunal.
That's not true. I'll get there.
Should you need something?
Mr. Irongold.
But it's not like I can go play Tribunal right now.
You could try.
No, I could not. Tribunal is very, very difficult. There's a lot of things that could very easily and very quickly fuck me up in Tribunal.
Okay, I have 9 left turns now. Do you want me to build a minecart system to drop them in from the top? And that way they'll be contained in
I wonder if Baldur's Gate is worth playing.
I've heard good things.
We have to figure out who all we want up here. I guess we can, once they're in, we can trade for.
Isn't that based on D&D?
Yep.
I probably shouldn't play it then because I hate D&D.
Yeah, probably not. I forget why this guy attacks you for no reason.
Well, it sounds like you just said it.
But like, why is he even here? He's like super, super difficult to kill.
Because Morrowind likes to fuck with you like that. I like how you're like, you want to play a tank character and yet you're just using magical items like
Okay,
crazy.
because this guy's bullshit. Like, he's got bullshit stuff on him, but he's super, super hard to kill. Oh, fuck you. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
It's Morrowind. It wants to fuck with you. I like how you can just like backpedal with the spear and never get touched, basically.
Yeah, about that. Oh, that was so stupid.
Okay, I have lecterns ready for you. Can I start making a stupid system? Because they shouldn't take damage if they. Oh no, I can make them go down like a little hill. I thought the ones without books would go down. Oh, no, that's fine. I understand. You only want to do 6 up here? Okay.
All right, I got a new top 10 list for you.
Okay, what is it?
Hang on, let me find it.
Top 10 swords or new subject?
New subject.
How's that look?
Oh wait, did I not write that down? Hang on, I gotta find it.
So, I mean, it's kind of
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
And actually, I don't have this one ranked. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only got 8 on mine. But the subject is best video game moments for the OST. So like best moments in a game where like the music created the moment.
Okay.
Here's my list. Pokemon Legends Arceus in Jubilife Village, the main village that you like, that's like the hub area of the game. When you first start playing, there's like a musical like theme leitmotif that plays when you're in the village. And as you progress through the game, you like build up more of the village, more people come to live in the village, and like more houses pop up. And as you progress and as the village gets built up, the village theme like gets more instrumentation and gets more like parts to it and stuff like that and gets more complex. And then once you get to the end of the game and the village is completely like populated and built up as much as it will get, it just takes the whole theme and it just like makes it this like big grand like musical number, and it turns into the theme from Jubilife City in the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games.
Oh, that's cool.
It was, I literally got chills when that happened. I was like, holy fuck, this is the best game ever. So that's one. Another one is in a Mystical Ninja Goemon, the Musical Castle 2 theme, when it reprises the title theme.
Yeah, that's very sick.
It's also one of the best moments ever. Also, the whole musical at the end of that, I don't have that written down here, but the musical at the end of Mystical Goemon is one of the best things I've ever seen. And the whole sequence with Impact. I mean, there's
I was
like
gonna say, like, you can't be mentioning Goemon and not talk about how it opens with that impact.
I mean, that's great, but
I know it gets better, but it really tells you, like, this is coming hard.
then it just goes harder and harder.
Yeah.
Like more than you ever would have imagined. When the main villains of the game and you finally get to them at the end of the game and they put on a musical for you, like that was one of the best moments ever in gaming, maybe. Anyways, in Kirby, when the Marks theme reprises Green Greens, the first stage,
Yeah.
that's also a great moment. In Link's Awakening, when the Tall Tall Heights theme reprises the main theme of the game,
Yeah.
also very good. This one's a spoiler, so I can't tell you actually.
Spoiler for what?
Did you ever play Deltarune Chapter 2?
Yeah.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Are you sure you finished it?
Yep.
Did you fight Spamton?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, in Deltarune, when Spamton's boss theme reprises like 4 different bosses from Undertale,
Yeah.
that's also very good. Also from Deltarune, in the final battle with Queen, her theme, the battle music that happens there has motifs from both her theme and Birdley's theme that get mixed together to form the boss music, because she's like controlling Birdley in that
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Also a great moment. In Sword and Sorcery, the battle music when you're fighting the Trigon, and it has the downbeats of the music tell you when to like deflect the enemy's attacks back at it.
Yeah. I was just
Also-
talking about that game yesterday with Dan.
It's a good game. Oh shit. Okay. And then another one I have listed here is, this isn't exactly the game, but when they originally like did the trailer for Skyrim for the first time, like when they revealed Skyrim, and it played Nerevar Rising with like a Viking theme,
Yep.
that was also pretty fucking epic. I remember being very hyped when they showed that. That's it. That's all that I have. Am I missing any?
I would say there's got to be something from Super Mario RPG, because that game has a lot of bangers.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but is it
And
like...
the rhythmic combat system is amazing.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the music.
I mean, it kind of does.
No, it doesn't. The music literally has no effect on it. The problem, I mean, I was actually just listening to the Super Mario RPG OST while I was working the other day. I mean, it's a great OST and it's like great background music, but the game doesn't, like, there's no moments in the soundtrack that like make a gameplay moment. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think there are definitely moments in
Like
that game
what?
that stand out.
Like what?
Like the sad
Okay, but you're just saying a song. What does that have to do with the moment in the game?
Because then later on, you go to the freaking haunted pirate ship, and it's the same song but detuned.
Da-na-na-da-na-na-da-na. That's not the same.
It's pretty close.
No, it's not even close.
Oh.
See, if Super Mario RPG had like leitmotifs for characters or objects or something like that, that they then used in like a clever way throughout the game, like yeah, I would say yes, but a game just having a good soundtrack doesn't apply to this list for me.
So this isn't soundtrack quality.
I have a separate list for soundtrack quality. You want me to read you that one?
Sure.
All right, let me find it real quick. Top, let's see. Game OSTs. Number 10 is Pokemon Silver. Number 9 is Breath of the Wild. Number 8 is Dust Force. Number 7 is Diddy Kong Racing. Number 6 is Sword and Sorcery. 5 is Super Mario RPG. 4 is Undertale / Deltarune, I count as 1. 3 is Link's Awakening. 2 is Fez, and 1 is Mystical Ninja Goemon. So that Super Mario RPG appears in that list, but it doesn't appear in my like game-making moments of an OST. Fez doesn't appear there either because Fez doesn't. I mean, Fez has a great soundtrack, but it doesn't like define gameplay moments. Yeah.
I will say for Fez, it is pretty hard. That first step into the world, that's very cold, just so you know.
It's still warm.
That first step into the world in Fez, when Journey comes on from that soundtrack, is a defining moment for the game.
I guess I don't know what you mean by first step.
Like when you get past the tutorial. And you get to the point where, like, you step out onto that beach. You know what I'm talking about? Once you leave the village in the beginning.
Beach?
It's not really it's not a beach. It's just, like, your first step past the very beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
And then you get that I think the song is called Journey. No, it's Adventure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the OST is amazing. I just don't think it makes the moments in the gameplay.
I think it makes that moment, though.
I guess. I'd have some honorable mentions too as I think about it more. Like for instance, when there's like certain songs in Diddy Kong Racing that dynamically change depending on what you're around or who's near you in the race. That's also very cool. And then another one would be in Elite Dangerous when you fight Thargoids. Once you take a heart down and the Thargoid goes into a rage, the music changes and becomes more intense.
I mean, yeah, I think the sound design of Elite Dangerous is the best of any game I've ever played.
Yeah, it's real good.
Like,
Did you?
The soundtrack's not that great, but oh my word, the sound design.
Yeah, it's very, very well done. Did you see the last 2 videos I posted to my YouTube channel?
No, I saw them in my subscription feed, but I haven't watched them yet.
You should watch them. They're real good. We need to go fight some Thargoids this week.
Oh, somebody else is attacking me. What the heck?
You know that shit's like about to go down in Elite, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think August 2nd is when people are predicting it happens. When like a doomsday device is about to go off.
Yep.
And it's supposed to conclude the whole story arc of Azimuth.
I don't really understand how they're integrating that in the gameplay perspective. Like, if all the Thargoids are gonna die, that you're just removing something. So I'm sure that's not where they're going, but I'm very interested in it.
There's like 1,000 different ways this could go, and I mean, you have to like know a lot about the Azimuth story to like understand why it could go a few different ways. Cause like, oh man, I don't know how to describe it without like going into the whole thing. But I guess basically like there's a chance that this device could activate an ancient Thargoid mothership, and cause a couple different effects. One being we have to fight Thargoid motherships. Two being we start getting hyperdicted in fleet carriers.
Oh. That would be
another-
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to tell what they're actually going to do with this. But, I mean, I think that Thargoid on foot encounters are pretty safe to assume are coming.
Yep.
So it could activate that. And actually, I think that's a really safe bet based on what the latest CG was. So with the latest CG, they permit locked a planet in the system that Salvation is operating out of currently. And it's the first time a planet has ever been permit locked in the game. And so, and it's a Horizons compatible planet. So like you can get out and get on foot there. I'm guessing that once this CG is over, they're going to take the permit lock off the planet and you can go there and fight Thargoids on foot. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I mean, they could remove Thargoids from the bubble and just have Thargoid encounters out in the black.
That'd be cool.
I'd
be into that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, there's many different ways this could go. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to Azimuth overall once this happens. And what happens to Salvation. So, like, yeah, the recent story arcs are Salvation revealed himself to be the Witch, which was an old character from, like, the first game in the Elite series.
Yeah.
And once he was revealed to be the Witch, he revealed that this, like, seemingly benign corporation called the Taurus Mining Corporation was actually a front for Azimuth Biochemicals. And because Azimuth Biochemicals is like this hyper evil corporation that operated centuries ago and was seemingly dissolved after a bunch of spies from a rival company infiltrated them and shut them down. But I guess they've been secretly operating under, behind this front of another corporation. And so once he was revealed to be the Witch, he revealed that the Taurus Mining Corporation was actually Azimuth Biotech, which is the new version of Azimuth Biochemicals, and that they've been like in full operation for the last like 3 centuries. And so now that players know that Taurus Mining Company is actually Azimuth Biotech, and the Taurus Mining Company is part of this whole like faction system and background simulation. There's like been a massive player effort to try and drive Taurus Mining Company out of all of the systems that it operates in, to slow down Salvation, because obviously we know Salvation's like super evil now. And yeah, it's interesting. So it'll almost certainly have an effect on the outcome of what happens in a few weeks here. So, because Taurus Mining Company has been pretty severely crippled.
Interesting. I've heard that there are ways for like player groups to just straight up take over whole systems.
Yep.
What does that even mean? Like, how would you? What do you get for taking over a system, and how do you do that?
Well, what you get, it's complicated because it's not necessarily 100% the player like groups. It's basically groups of players who have aligned themselves with certain in-game factions, and so they
Right.
have like max influence and max reputation with a certain faction, and because of that, when that faction does well, they will get missions and certain rewards and things like that from the faction, and so they want their faction to do as well as possible so that they can maximize their rewards from working with that faction. And so they help that faction expand and help that faction's economy have good states within the background simulation. So that's what they're doing with Taurus Mining Company, except the opposite. They're trying to
Right.
undermine everything it's doing. So
Interesting. Oh, god damn it.
then I also think that this whole Azimuth story arc is going to tie into the broader story arc of the Pilots Federation and Elite Dangerous.
Oh my god, twice in a row.
You're dead.
Yep. This game is bullshit.
And I also think that Project Seraph is going to have something to do with the ending here.
What is Project Seraph?
Project Seraph was a secret research project that Azimuth Biotech or Azimuth Biochemicals was doing to integrate humans into Thargoid technology, and basically allow humans to pilot Thargoid ships.
Oh, right. I remember that.
So I think that's going to have some kind of influence into the ending that we get here in a couple weeks.
Because you think the Goids are actually people.
I think that it's hard to describe all this without really diving deep into the story of what's been going on in Elite for the past 3 years. But basically, Salvation has seemingly had an ability to control or influence at least Thargoid attack patterns and Thargoid strategy, essentially. So he's been able to predict with incredible accuracy where Thargoids are going to amass new attacks. And he's been able to set up traps for them, essentially. And whether he just has a lot of intel about Thargoid behavior or whether he's actually controlling these attacks and these strategies is open for debate. So it could be that Project Seraph was successful and he has a massive fleet of human-controlled Thargoid ships that he's using to basically what's the word? Kind of blackmail, I guess, Thargoids. Or frame them, I guess. And the other thing is we've seemed to have been able to observe multiple factions within the Thargoids. They're not just this, monolithic hive mind group. There's different factions even within the Thargoids that have different goals and are trying to do different things. And that could either be just due to Thargoid politics and culture, or it could be because, you know, some of these faction behaviors that we were observing in the Thargoids are not actually Thargoids, and that's why they would be behaving differently.
Because I thought Thargoids were a hive mind.
I don't know that I've ever actually read that they're a hive mind, but it could be that the reason we observe different behaviors between Thargoid encounters is due to the fact that not all of them are Thargoids.
That would be interesting.
I got hyper addicted twice last night,
That's terrifying.
and both times I got hyper addicted, it was 2 interceptors that hyper addicted me,
Oh,
which I've never seen
well,
before.
that's a good trend for you.
Yeah.
It's a good sign of the way your life is going.
I mean, I still like fighting Thargoids is the thing. It's fun. I fought 2 interceptor Thargoids with a capital ship last night. It was insane.
It does sound. Wait, with the capital ship? Which
Yeah.
capital ship?
It was a Federation capital ship.
Oh, boring.
I mean, there are Imperial capital ships out there too. They're not hard to find right now.
I know. Those are the only interesting ones.
They're very cool. It just happened to be the one that they have like combat zones for Thargoids, and the one that I hopped into got a Federation ship that jumped in. So
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay.
I'm thinking about if they announce the day that Salvation is going to pull the trigger. I'm thinking about trying to take that day off and see what happens in Elite that day.
That'd be fun. I'd join you for that.
You know how in Destiny, how they had like live events in the game where like you could log in, and if you were in the city at a certain time, you'd like see like there was that whole saga with the Cabal where they had that huge ship that was eating the sun, and there was like a season where our goal was to like destroy the ship.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the season, when we had destroyed the ship, they had like that live event where you'd be in the tower and you saw the ship like fall out of the sky and explode on the earth.
Destroy the whole city. Yeah.
No, it didn't destroy the city. It destroyed a
destroyed the-
mountain near the city.
They eventually destroyed the tower too.
Yeah, that was way later though.
Hey, not to change the subject abruptly, but in terms of Morrowind lore, riddle me this: how does a Dwemer person look through this telescope?
There probably was I mean, in Skyrim you would see actual like infrastructure there.
I
To
mean, so
look
there's
through
this
it.
little platform here that seems to. Like,
I'm sure it
move
raises
and
up.
Down,
Yeah, it raises up.
but it doesn't.
Well, it's Morrowind. What are you expecting?
I don't know. This game needs a remaster.
I mean, yeah, it does. The problem is they would remaster it all wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, they'd remaster it by doing some dumb shit like adding quest markers.
You know they wouldn't be doing levitation. You know they wouldn't be doing mysticism. You know they wouldn't let acrobatics get as wild as it is. You know they wouldn't be doing alchemy like it is in this game.
Well, but I feel like that's if you're changing that much, then it's a remake. I don't want them to remake this game.
Well, they're never
I
gonna
want them to
remastering makes no sense because you can just install mods.
I know, but the mods only go so far. Whereas I feel like a full dev team working on this game to modernize it would be amazing.
Well, what do you want out of a remaster?
I would make the combat system more clear. I don't know if I.
So you want a remake?
No. I just want it to be clarified so that new players understand why it is the way it is.
How do you clarify it?
I don't know. That's not my problem. I'm not a video game developer.
That sounds like a mod to me.
Also, like, smooth out all the landscapes and redo the entire graphics redux. Like,
So you just want better graphics.
well, yes, that's part of it. I feel like this game could use a better lighting engine. Like, there's a lot of things.
You can install a mod that does that.
I know you can, but wouldn't it be nice if it was all just one nice, tidy package?
I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Or maybe Todd should get off his fat, lazy ass. And
Todd
make
is
it-
pretty ripped, actually.
I know. I actually really have a lot of respect for him because he's made a lot of very amazing things. However, he hasn't made a good RPG since this game, so maybe he should.
mean, there's a lot of people who would argue with you on that. A lot of people would say Skyrim is one of the best RPGs ever made.
Skyrim's not a fucking RPG.
It absolutely is an RPG.
It's not an RPG.
How is it not an RPG?
Because it's just an adventure game.
It's an RPG in literally every sense that you could possibly be an RPG.
Okay, do you get to choose your role in the world?
Yes.
Do you, though?
Yes, you don't have to do anything with Dragonborn. You can do whatever you want.
How fair
I mean, in that regard, this isn't an RPG either, because if it was a true RPG, you know I'd be taking Dagothur's side. That doesn't let you do that.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's the one thing that the remaster needs to add.
Okay, I
I think.
100% agree with you on that. Is there a mod that lets you join 6th House? I'm looking it up right now. Is my ultimate goal, if I was really like wanting to roleplay a character in the Morrowind world, you know I am not about the Empire coming in here and pulling their shit. I'm not about fucking Azura taking over here. And the Tribunal is like a necessary evil here at that point. Like the Tribunal is not nearly as bad as the Empire. It's not nearly as bad as Azura, but it's not great.
I can't believe you're taking the Tribunal side.
How are you not taking the Tribunal side?
Because obviously I'm taking Dagothur's side.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like if I was actually trying to roleplay a character in this world, I say like, yeah, like if I had to rank all the different controlling factions here, Empire's the worst, Azura's the second worst, the Tribunal is okay, and then like Dagoth minus the whole Blight thing is the best.
Yeah.
Is there something you need?
So you know, if I'm actually role-playing a character here, I'm joining the 6th House. I'm going up to Dagoth and I'm saying, hey, yeah, I'm with you, but how about you chill with the whole like
mind control. And
epidemic thing. Yeah.
How about we have the best argument here? You don't need to be controlling people's dreams and shit. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm listening.
If I was into tabletop role-playing games, I would be a DM, and I would DM a Morrowind campaign, and that would be an option.
So you'd be cool with the whole slavery thing?
I don't think the sixth house is into slavery necessarily.
It definitely is into slavery.
That's not really their thing, though. The reason why slavery is in Morrowind is because of House Dren.
Wait, I don't understand how House Dren is responsible for slavery.
Because they're the ones who enslaved the Argonians?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the other houses don't really do slavery all that much. It's House Dren that's like 100% in on slaves.
And they're like big Telvanni people, aren't they?
No, Telvanni's its own house. So there's 6 houses. There's Hlalu, Telvanni, Redoran, Indoril, Dren, or Drez, I can't remember. And then the 6th house, which would be, I guess, House Dagoth.
Yeah, House Dagoth.
Some of the House Indoril armor that's in ESO is like has no right to be as cool as it is.
Yeah, I will say ESO is like, in terms of its aesthetic, I very like it.
I want to look up some pictures right now. ESO.
The only problem is that they fucked up the Dark Elves voices.
Did they? I'd never actually heard the game.
So you know how like Dark Elves in this game kind of sound like those, like they've been smoking 6-packs for their whole lives.
Sure.
Like they sound terrible in this game.
Sure.
In ESO, they sound like very effeminate
Oh, that's weird.
and very like smooth voiced, and not like they all have just huge amounts of throat cancer. Also, ESO is set like in the distant future from this, isn't it?
No, it's set in the wicked, wicked past from this. Like way, way in the past. There would be no Morrowind if it was in the future.
Well, that's what I thought, but I didn't know if they had some weird... I know there's like multiverse shit that's open in ESO, so I didn't know if they had...
Really? I've never heard of multiverse stuff in ESO.
Yeah, I've heard ESO gets pretty fucky with the lore.
I mean, there's parts of it that have retconned the old timeline, but basically every game they come out with retcons parts of the timeline.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of
Like
their thing.
Morrowind retconned a shit ton when it came out.
Oh, yeah. Morrowind was the biggest lore dump that had come out so far.
Yeah.
Hello, dead adventurer. Cool. seem to remember there being a greater bone walker here somewhere that will ruin my whole day.
I don't know. Oh, I keep forgetting to do this. I need to email the library chairman
Oh.
to get a. I want to get a yard sign to vote for the millage because all around me there's been signs going up to vote no on the millage. So I want to put a yard sign out that says vote yes on the millage.
That's a good idea. Oh, gotta love where America's at politically.
Yep.
Lots and lots of things that totally make sense.
I follow a few like homesteading channels on YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
Just because I like watching stuff about like goats and chickens and rabbits and shit.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them have been putting out videos recently about how there's like a massive hay shortage. And so like people with livestock are having a lot of issues feeding their herds. And prices are like skyrocketing. Like hay is like 3 times more expensive this year than it was last year. Largely due to the massive droughts that are happening in the West. So, fun stuff.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Gotta love.
Nothing scary about that.
Yeah, that's just, you know, a foundational crop for our entire food network.
Right.
Well, price is about to go up.
Yep.
And you know, the collapse of our current way of life grows closer. The nice news, you know, with all that is that the Midwest is probably the safest place to live when it comes to, you know, climate stuff. Because, oh, I just fell through the world.
Oh, did you go into the back rooms?
I literally just went through the back rooms. That was terrifying. I've never clipped in Morrowind like that before. I, like, barely landed back inside the world. Okay, I'm gonna save. Because that's terrifying. I'm literally, like, at the bottom of this basement now, though, and I don't know what's between me and the top. Like, I fell to the bottom of an ancestral tomb with a huge pit in the middle of it.
Nice.
I'm gonna have
Now
to
you
go
gotta
back.
fight the you gotta fight the back rooms monsters now.
Yeah. There was nothing down there, as it turns out, though. You should... I'm gonna have to go clip that. Because that was terrifying.
You know that there's like trapped pits in some of these tombs, right?
Yeah, this was not one of those. This was I
Okay.
could see behind the world. I wonder if I can make it happen again. Oh shit! Fuck me.
You're fucked.
I am fucked.
You're done. You're done. So
Because that guy's gonna do drain strength on me.
you just gotta get out of here.
Yep, not worth it. There's nothing that could be worth fighting a greater bone walker in this game.
Are you just gonna keep your personality at 69?
Of course I am.
Okay.
What other options do I have?
I don't know. That seems appropriate.
I think one of the coolest things about this game is how big the world feels compared to how big the world actually is. Like, the island of Vardenfell is very small in terms of video game worlds. But it feels fucking huge.
Yeah. It's because they let you go literally anywhere, and there's shit everywhere.
There's stuff everywhere. It's so dense. The world has a lot of density. Don't mock me. My wife is making fun of me. How much later are you going to be up, Jesse?
Find out much later.
Okay, I was going to suggest maybe a round of Halo or two if you wanted to.
Yeah, I probably can't tonight because I need to go shower still, and I have to wake up early for church.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, Melissa is on some trip right now. None of them are here. So guess who's not going to church tomorrow?
Nice. I shouldn't go to church because our parents aren't going to be here, and I don't even know who's preaching. But I have to be on the worship team, and I haven't been on the worship team in a long time, so I'm going.
All right. I think I'm going to call stream there.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.